Bitcoin's future.
So UBS, which is the United Bank of Switzerland, has suggested that Bitcoin needs to hit a value of about 213,000 USD before it can replace the U.S. monetary supply. And Bloomberg at the same time reported that UBS also said that Bitcoin cannot be considered money or a viable asset due to its capacity constraints. Right. So in current day and age, we also know that Bitcoin is not really good at transacting fast. There are high transaction fees, and the network tends to get clogged. Right. So it's not really used for payment methods. I wouldn't pay Andy in Bitcoin, nor will he give me my salary in Bitcoin. Yeah, so that is one of the network constraints. The other one is billing methodologies. So things like Bitcoin, I have to push the payment out to a vendor. So it may work for things like if I'm buying a car or if I'm buying a house, but what if I'm having a subscription based? So I don't want to be pushing out payments every month to a client, right? Because it's just troublesome. Yeah, so these are the arguments brought up to how Bitcoin is not really useful as a form of money. But what do you think about this?
I think Bitcoin really isn't. I mean, right now, at this current moment, it's not really should function as a currency, right? It's very hard to transact in it, and it all depends on the network, right? The more people that use it, the more functionality it will have as a Bitcoin, as a currency. But what it can be seen as instead is a store of value, right? It could actually take over the gold reserves that a lot of central banks are keeping. I mean, China is one of the biggest keeper in terms of gold, that's what I know. And the Chinese yuan is actually hedged against gold, right? Because you have the asset-backed currency. So Bitcoin, in fact, I think in the future, it can become a digital gold, a store of value, and therefore gives US dollars that value behind it. So the reserves could be built in terms of Bitcoin and a combination of gold. And that's where I see the purpose of where Bitcoin could go rather than functioning as a currency.
So, I mean, the news nowadays, some of the news is good, some of the news is bad, but all of us who hold Bitcoin, who hold cryptocurrencies, when we look at the price, it's natural to feel a bit worried because, you've put in money down there, and let's say you've put in at a high, let's say 10,000, 14,000, and you see it going down, right? It's natural to feel anxious. And I myself feel anxious because in the short term, the next maybe 2, 3, 4 months, I may not see the value going up to the same levels again. But if I take a step back and I look at all the research done, I look at all the functionalities of Bitcoin, I'm not worried in maybe 2 years. If I extend my time frame, I'm not worried because we know what it's designed to do. We know what it was not meant to do. It was not meant to be fast, scalable, used for day-to-day transactions. It was meant to be a store of value where I can send money to someone else without them having to worry that I'm cheating them, without having someone to take a fee from me. And when I treat it as digital gold, like really digital gold, I feel safe.
And I guess because it's decentralized, giving its value, that makes it more valuable in that sense.
Also, in the long term, I guess we are still keeping our Bitcoin. Not willing to cash out yet.
Definitely.
If you want to stay updated with the latest blockchain and cryptocurrency news, do catch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 AM Eastern Standard Time or 8 PM Singapore Standard Time. Consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to click on the notification bell. We'll see you in the next episode.